This week's episode, Pizzeria Mozza in the Melrose District.
Yeah, you got it right.
Thanks.
So Pizzeria Mozza.
Yeah, so it's owned by Nancy Silverton, who is one of our celebrity chefs in Los Angeles. I guess she started, I don't know really her true history, but I think she became famous anyway with Le Bray Bakery.
Yeah.
So she is considered an expert on bread in particular. One would expect that pizza, which the main star of the show in pizza is going to be bread. Is going to be the crust. So you would expect it to be great. But we tried her place in Highland Park, which was Triple Beam, and neither of us liked it.
It's terrible.
And the part of that that really failed was the crust, which was shocking to me.
I mean, all of it failed. The crust, the attitude of the workers at the beginning, although they did get better, they were just it was just a weird.
It was a bad experience. And the pizza was not great.
No.
So we didn't go into Mozza having high expectations.
No.
We didn't eat there. We went to, so there's actually 4 places there. It's like a complex, actually. There's Pizzeria Mozza. There is Osteria Mozza, which is, so Pizzeria Mozza is mainly pizza, but they have other things on the menu as well. And then Osteria is kind of an expanded menu with a lot more things on it, a little bit more fine dining. And I'm going to screw up this name, but Spacca, I think, is the other restaurant. And then there's Mozza to go, which is what we did. We opted, because of filming, we decided the best way to go about this basically was just to take the pizza to go and eat it in front.
Well, and the main reason for that is because we had a bad experience in filming over at
Triple Beam.
Yeah,
just to avoid any contention. So we ordered the fennel sausage pizza with panna, red onion, scallions, fennel pollen. And I mean, we only got one pizza. We just got that one pizza. And I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
The crust was, I thought, very good. It was miles away from Triple B.
That is true, yes.
This was, very good pizza. It was up there, I think, with some of the best that we've had in terms of my opinion. The crust was, it was buttery. It was crispy. It was buttery. It had our particular pizza that we ordered, was complex flavors, but still very good. I would do it again. Actually, I think it was that good.
Okay.
I actually would like to go back and do the sit down version of that rather than just eat it on the hood of the car.
Okay. I would not. It was okay. I didn't think it was spectacular. I just thought the flavors were okay. I thought they were a bit mild. The sausage, let me take that back a little bit. The sausage was a little mild. It was just there. The one thing that I really didn't care for, and it's probably just the item itself and not the pizza, was the fennel.
You don't like fennel?
I didn't realize I didn't like fennel until I had it with this pizza. It just left a bad aftertaste in my mouth, and it just lingered. And I was a little upset because we were filming several different locations, and that was the first place we went to. And I kind of thought that it would probably get in the way of all the other pizzas that we had. But eventually I drank enough water and I was able to get rid of the taste. But that was the one thing I didn't like about the pizza was the fennel. Like I said, the sausage was mild. Hold on. I'm not done. And then with regards to the crust, when I first started eating the crust, the first thing I said to you, and I went first, is that it's very buttery. It was good. The cheese was good. The crust was good. But then after a while, as it started to get cold, it started to get tough. And it started to get hard. So hard that I didn't even eat the crust. It's probably still sitting in the side.
I found it in my car 2 days later. Hard as a rock.
Hard as a rock. I mean, it got hard real fast.
Well,
I just didn't like that part of it.
That was not my experience at all. I didn't have that experience. I thought the crust was good. I ate the crust. The crust tasted like, those Ritz crackers, they're kind of buttery.
Okay.
It has that buttery coating on it. That's kind of the flavor that it had to me.
Okay.
Crust. I thought that crust was very, very good. She redeemed herself with this pizza. If she needed to redeem herself with anybody. But it was just, comparing the two was literally night and day, the two restaurants. So if you're going to try Nancy Silverton pizza, definitely go to Mozza.
Yeah.
And try it there. I understand the thing about fennel. I understand your feelings about it. Fennel is a common ingredient in Italian cooking, so you find it in a lot of different things. They make a salad out of it. They put it on pizza. They put it in pasta. They put it on everything, and it has a very specific flavor. It's like anise. It's like has a licorice flavor to it. So either you like it or you don't. It's not one of the. It's not. There's no middle ground with that. Either you like it a lot or you don't like it at all. And I actually really like it. So I didn't have any problem with that. Yeah. So I would you wouldn't go back?
I wouldn't necessarily go back. I mean, if I was invited with a friend, hey, let's go to dinner. I want to go to. Sure, I'll go with you. But I wouldn't say, hey, let's go to. Not like that. I mean, I would go back. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible at all. I think you should give it a second try. Okay, maybe a different type of pizza.
Yeah, because I actually thought this was one of the better pizzas that we've had.
I didn't hate it. Like I said, I started to like it at the beginning, but as it got cold, it got tough. So, and it was a cool day. So it got cold pretty fast.
Well, we also ordered it to go. So I was even telling you, if we had gotten the pizza in the restaurant and it was brought out to us right out of the oven,
right,
it probably would have been even better than it was, because by the time we got it, it probably had been sitting for about 10 minutes. So it wasn't really hot pizza. It was, it was still warm, but it wasn't like hot. So I think that kind of pizza, which is a Neapolitan style pizza, you want it fresh right out of the oven, you want it hot.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, anything else?
No, that was it.
Our next episode is going to be at Roberta's, which is a transplant from New York, from Brooklyn.
Wait. But what was what did you give it? Did you give it thumbs up, thumbs down?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I thought it was very good.
Yeah. I would give it a thumbs up. I wasn't mad at it. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad either, like some of the ones we've had. So I would give it a thumbs up. Like I said, if a friend were to invite me and they said they wanted to go to that place, I would go with them. Definitely. I wouldn't choose it for myself, but I would accompany someone.
Nancy's going to be happy to hear that.
Yeah. Especially if they're paying.
Next week's episode is going to be Roberta's at the Shops at Sportsman's Lodge in the Valley. And Roberta's I think they have a couple locations in LA now, but Roberta's is originally from New York. And I think these are some of the first stores outside of New York, I believe. So we were kind of excited to try it. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Next week.